All right. Who needs advance directives? The answer is everyone. Everyone. It doesn't matter how old you are. You don't have to be 90 to need an advance directive. All of us need advance directives. Why? Well, we never know what's going to happen. The 4 people on your slide did not have advance directives. Now, I hope that if something happens to you and you haven't done advance directives, you don't end up at the U.S. Supreme Court, or your family doesn't end up at the U.S. Supreme Court like Nancy Cruzan's family did, fighting over whether it's all right to withdraw life-sustaining treatment. These 4 folks ended up in court, or their families did, I should say, out of that. But why are the 3 women who I've listed first, why are they significant? Because they were all in their 20s when they had a medical episode, a car accident or some reaction in their body that left them incapacitated. In their 20s. Now, they never had thought about what kind of care they would want if they ended up in their situation. Lots of people haven't thought about it, and certainly 20-year-olds aren't going to think about that. They think they're indestructible. But they ended up in that situation, and there was conflict about what they would want. Would they want to continue living that way, or would they want to be let go? In Karen Ann Quinlan's case and Nancy Cruzan, the government said, we don't think that you should withdraw life-sustaining treatment, while the family said, we don't think our loved one would want to continue living this way. In Terry Schiavo's case, the most recent case, the family, the parents and siblings said, we think Terry would want to continue living like this, while the husband said, it's been going on for 13 years. She would not want to continue in this position where she's just laying in a bed, being cared for, unable to interact, in basically a vegetative state. All 3 of them ended up in court. Now, in Hugh Finn's case, that was a man in his 40s, but again, he didn't have any documents, any advance directives. His wife said, Hugh wouldn't want to live this way. His family said, oh, yes, he would. This is something that he would hope he would come out of the persistent vegetative state. He would want to give himself that chance. And the courts had to decide in all of those cases. So it was taken out of the hands of the people that they loved and put in the hands of a court who didn't know them and had to make the decision based on evidence and what the law says. So all of this to say, just because you're 20 doesn't mean you don't need advance directives. And just because you're not 90 doesn't mean you don't need advance directives. We all need advance directives. Now, there is an important difference between the 3 documents, the HIPAA authorization, the medical power of attorney, and the directive to physicians, and the out-of-hospital do not resuscitate order. We don't all need an out-of-hospital do not resuscitate order. That's a document that applies in very specific situations. We do all need the other 3 documents.